Hi guys, Yacca here. So it's time for an arena run. Let's see which options we have available. Just to practice it and grind out some gold before the next expansion. So I guess none of these are awesome. What you see here is the tier level of the different classes. I'm getting some quite okay results with Shaman. What I've heard is that many times Hunter actually has a good hero power for going aggro. But right now it is kind of a late mid-range or control Hunter, the kind of the draft that you usually will get. But I think I want to try it out anyway and see where the draft goes. It might be that I can draft an aggressive Hunter deck. I might go for that gameplay, and then you need to kind of have nothing above 4. Or maybe 5 costs in your curve, but we'll see. I definitely don't mind having a control hunter. I've had good results with that in the past, so it's not a primary tier class at the moment, but let's try out hunter.
Beasts are above.
Okay, of these, if we want to go for the aggressive game plan, and let's see if we can manage to do that. If I'm offered cards which are too good, because then we'll be trying to do like a little bit of an experiment. See if we can do an aggressive hunter. If not, midway through the draft, then we'll shift it up and do a mid-range. But these aren't too far apart, and you always, when you try to do an aggressive hunter, you want to draft the earliest cards because you really want to be consistent with the curve. A 1, 2, 3, maybe a few initiative cards, and then you just go face and be very aggressive. So let's go for the Bone Guard Lieutenant. The only choice here. Already here we're starting to go a little bit wrong with this. One of the people that I'm following, which is kind of a real specialist in Hunter, also the aggressive playstyle in Hunter, he would look at this and say, well, the 7 cost 1, even though you can use it aggressively and go face, that's a trap card because you want to make sure that the game is over before you reach turn 7. So he would actually go for the turn 3 play, the turn 3 card. Even the Spellbreaker is too late. Keeping my options open if I do not manage to go into an early hunter. Now I'm not even being consistent in the way that I'm drafting, but the Gladiator's Longbow, it's so good that I want to have that in the deck, maybe as a finisher. I can live with that I don't finish the game on turn 5 or 6. Maybe I need to go to turn 7, and that amount of damage, the 5 damage you can get from the longbow, is really good to finish off a game. So I'll choose the longbow either way. If you want to go truly aggressive, then you would actually pick the spider bomb here. This is also kind of a trap. You can say that this has charge, but the stats are not good, and it's on turn 5 that you have a slow turn. That's where you want to finish off the opponent. So here I actually want to go for the early drop, the upgradable framebot. I'll see where we go from here. Bomb toss. So the Wild Pyromancer is a drop, but a bomb toss, which you might be able to magnetize onto, is really good also just for controlling a little bit the board a little bit. And then you could end up with some magnet effects. Either way, it's a minion on the board, and that's fine. So here's a magnet effect, but that's on turn 5. That's so late. Either way, it seems like I'm going to have two of my cards are dropping are either a mech or drops a mech. I think Warg is going to be okay as a finisher, but then I need to really draft curve stuff. Suka is a great card if you're going for that aggressive playstyle, and then hopefully we'll get some one drops as well. King Select, really good. It's probably going to show. Oh, surprisingly enough, I was actually thinking that North Sea Kraken would be the choice here. Unleash the Hounds is also great though. I actually think I want to go for Unleash the Hounds, because if he's trying to get control back at the board and then I can Unleash the Hounds for a significant amount of damage, then that's it, definitely. Another Suka. It's really good. You guys will just wait and see for. Okay, this one is not great. Thundersmark does not do a lot, but Youthful Brewmaster is counterintuitive, I guess. It pulls something back on the board where you want to be, and then you have to use mana to play it again. And Cat Trick is too situational. It might be that your opponent doesn't even have a spell, and half the time, of course, they'll have the coin, because you are not on the coin half the time. But then I guess Hunter's Mark could be used maybe together with the Bomb Toss. It works kind of in the aggressive playstyle. You hope that you do not draw it, but if your opponent drops a big taunt, then you can use that to get through. And if we end up in 2 to 5 picks that we cannot choose the aggressive playstyle, then this one plus Bomb Toss or this one plus Unleash the Hounds is really good. A very good control tool. Still go quite aggressive here. So I can. It seems like there's so many 2-drops that are offered right now that I can choose a really prime 4-drop. So it's a sticky minion. It's aggressively statted. And my opponent has a hard time dealing with it, so I'll go for the Pilot Destroyer. I have a couple of weapons already, so Eaglehorn Bow. Actually, not sure that's the one. I want to go for Unleash the Hounds anyway. I want to have room for another Grave Suka. Kill Command could be it. Because Animal Companion, you're not guaranteed to get anything specifically. They are good, but Kill Command lets you punch through stuff, or actually deal, just if you look at 30 health, probably you'll have a good amount of minions or beasts in there already. There'll be 5 damage, a sixth of my opponent's health. It's really good. I'll go for the Kill Command. Another Bomb Toss. Okay, that's fine. I don't want too many of those. Turn 3. I need a good 4. Burly Rockjaw is kind of an okay 4. Still go aggressive. Freezing. Oh, this is actually quite interesting. It makes sure that my opponent cannot affect the board too much, at least with minions, and then you can just keep on pounding face. I think Freezing Trap is actually the choice here. Oh, this is quite horrible. If you want to go aggressive anyway. Rusty Recycler actually protects what you already have on the board, so you can drop that one on 5 and then just continue pounding face. I think that's going to be the game plan here. It's the lowest value one, but I'm not planning to go to turn 9 at all. I need to finish the game before that, so it's going to be a dead card. I won't ever be able to play it with the game plan that I'm trying to go for here. And Cat Trick again, too situational. I can't guarantee it. This one works against me. I'm probably not going to have spells, so it's going to be a 3 mana 3/3. So I'll go for a 2 mana 2/2. Earliest minion I have. A 1-drop, definitely the one to go for here, and I'm probably going to try and do a full mulligan for it each and every game. Another glaive super. That was kind of why I skipped the other weapon, because I really want this. Rapid fire is really good. So is micro machine. Gladiator's longbow is of course good, but now really it seems like I can make the aggressive line of play work. So I'll go for the micro machine. The ooze is probably going to be the one here. I can choose a Coppertail Imposter, but I have 2 4-drops. I kind of only need like 3 or 4, and I still have 9 more picks to go. I'll go for the ooze. This one is initiative. It's also a mech that I can magnetize to. So it's going to be this one. I can control the board and leave a body behind. I need some 3s now. Hinge-Clad Hogsted is a really good card though. Oh, like crazy good. I guess I need that. This one kind of works with the same idea as I picked the Rusty Recycler. I can drop this one on 4 and just continue pounding phase. So I'll choose that one. Injured Blade Master is a little bit more aggressively statted, but I think this is fine. Supports the game plan. But this is good. This is actually where you would usually just pick the Eccentric Scribe, but as we are building an aggressive deck, it's going to be the 3-drop here. This is going to be very interesting. I'm not really good at playing the aggressive decks, so it's going to be interesting. The Murloc is more aggressively statted, but with the 2 Unleash the Hounds, the Scavenging Hyena is crazy good. So I'll choose the Scavenging Hyena here. It's gonna be the Lost Tail Strider, Lost Tall Strider. It's aggressively statted. It's a beast as well, and I still miss 1 4-drop. That was kind of the plan that I had. So now it's just gonna be 1-drops and maybe a few bombs. Not bombs like that, but some niche cards that I might be able to get something out of. Maybe I only have 2 3-drops, so I actually need to prioritize that. Unleash the Hounds can be a 3-drop, but if I'm against a slow deck, then it's going to be dead in the hand. Explosive Trap is something that damages the opponent no matter which way you go about it. So if he manages to get control of the board somehow, I'm just going to push the hero power and push the Explosive Trap, so it's good. It's really good. The other ones is not going to see any play. Stone Splinter Trog is the one I want to go for, because the taunt is kind of fine, but it's not the game plan here. So if he's going to use some initiative card, some freeze effects or whatever, there's a trade-off that my Trog will grow and gain more attack, and thus be able to pressure phase somewhat more. Last pick, hopefully a 1 or 3, hopefully a 3. Then I'll pick that and then be happy about it. There's a 1 there. Weaponized Pinata is too late, and I have the force that I need. So I want to go for the Shimmerfly, and many of the Hunter spells are actually quite good. So 2 1-drops, that's going to be the priority. A good amount of 2s. So 1s and 3s are going to be the ones that I want to look out for. It's also a beast. So one of the ones into a Glaivesuka, that would be an awesome start. And if I have a coin, of course I can just start pounding phase through that. Bomb Toss is going to be a little bit dead, but at least it assures that if he does a board clear, I'm still going to push a bit of phase damage. So Shimmerfly, here we go. And we managed to do an aggressive deck. Maybe we would have wanted to see 1 or 2 of the 2-drops shifted over to be a solid 3. So that's going to be the inconsistency in the deck that I might not be able to curb into a 3 really well. But we'll see what we can do. There are some things that cheat the curve a little bit. So meaning, for instance, if I drop a pint-sized summoner, I can drop a 4 instead of a 3, and I have some good 4-drops. That's perfectly fine. And I will just pressure my opponent heavily when I when I hit the board. Let's try it out. It's kind of a niche playstyle, but we actually managed to find a what I would call a very aggressive hunter deck, which is a little bit off meta right now, but we'll see what we can do with the deck.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
So the question is if I should try and fish, because I have 27 cards, so if I do a full mulligan, then I draw 3 cards, and 2 of the 27 are 1-drops. So it's very unlikely that I get that. Explosive Trap I do not need now. Henchclan Hogsteed is good, and I have 2 other Glaive-Sukas. I think I'll be happy to keep this one and the Glaive-Suka, and then I can... hopefully I won't draw one of the other 2. Macaru would be crazy good, but yeah. Upgradable Framebot with the Glaive-Suka is really good. Skipping turn 1 with an aggressive deck feels bad. A lot of the trick behind building an aggressive deck is really that you want to oh, Glaive-Suka works really well with that one. We'll do this.
What is my purpose?
Job's done.
And you want to let your opponent dictate the traits. So him being here on the board before you, that's actually a quite poor start.
Reporting for duty.
I do not get why he coined the 2 just to hero power. It might work out for him. That's a different thing, but it's actually not the best play. I don't think I want to be too concerned about the board right now.
I comply.
Usually that is a mistake with Paladin, but I want to make sure that he's the one that's going to be pressured into... because next turn I can hit again, drop another Glaive-Suka, and maybe do a bomb toss or something like that.
Want?
It's not pressuring face with that one. That's pretty good. So what can we do here? Actually thinking... doing a bit of pressure with the Hogsteed, and maybe a bomb toss, and then push face like so. It's off the board.
I hunt alone.
Powering up. Portals online.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I'll get rid of that one. And then my bomb is online.
I hunt alone.
I'll do this.
Greetings from beyond the grave.
I'll do a little bit of board control. I'm not sure it's the best choice, but I think it's okay. So I squeeze in a hero power. If I draw a 2-drop now, it's going to be quite okay. I need to finish out the game really soon.
You're in trouble now.
I'll just ignore that one. It's not a taunt, so it's not going to do anything. Face. I don't want to be too concerned about doing board control and all this kind of stuff.
Hunt alone.
It's going to be a wide board that I present here, and then I'm just going to be able to go face. I can pressure at least. That's what it's not going to do
Converting stored
anything at all unless he taunts it up. But there we go.
I hunt alone.
Unless he
Well played. Well played.
unless he has something, he's going to be done for. It's one turn later than you would hope, but still. Even with the taunt, it's not going to do anything. Again.
Well played. Well played. I hunt alone.
Nice to get the recognition. It's really something that might surprise the opponents because it's not the usual decks that you will see on ladder. Freezing Trap is really good, but do I keep it? I want to go for the 1-drops. This one is going back for sure. Pint Size Summon lets me cheat the curve, but I'm not sure I need it right now. So I think I just want to go for the Trog, and then I want to have threats on the board, and then I'm not sad if I draw into the Freezing Trap again. I can coin the Trog, and but if that's the case, then I need a 2-drop. I'm not gonna coin a Trog and then just have nothing on 2. Yeah, so come on. How much is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 7.
The
7,
festival
8,
is here.
9, 11,
I wonder.
11, and I guess the one drops 13. 13 cards, that's half the deck. I can do a 50-50. I'll do that. I think I need to pressure now. It's not usually what you want to do. If he just pushes the hero power, it's not that much of a concern.
Portals online.
This might be though. Yeah, this is really annoying. It's just gonna be face. And then I can drop a Spring Rocket.
Shall we put a kink in their plans?
Not sure I'm that concerned about that one. He can do a favored trade on both of them actually. I think I need to do just a little bit here to get rid of that one. Unfortunately. But then I can drop a Pilot Shredder or Burly Rockjaw. Okay. Fly is also good. I can also drop this, but that's actually, he has a good way of getting rid of that. So the Burly Rockjaw is a little bit better. But now I am falling a little bit behind. Which is not great. Oh, this is really bad actually. Now I'm there where I need the... I'm actually going to need Hunter's Mark to get rid of that one. He is quite the aggressive deck as well. He has less cards in hand than I do. and that's really crazy at this point in the game. I'm more or less hoping that he pops my pilot shredder and it's a doomsayer. Oh man, he has all the answers. I want to go for more aggression. I'm not sure I can outpace him, but I have a good comeback mechanism if I get the freezing trap or the hunter's mark. That's 2 counts out. 20 is 10%. What on earth? Okay, I think I might actually win here. That's 2 damage, right? Yeah. Okay. He might have lost himself the game here. I can do this, and then I can get rid of the board just by popping in that one. And then I can just... He's down on top decks. Dropping that one is a huge mistake. And then I will just drop this. So I guess he was going for an aggressive game plan, but then just fell through. That was a pretty bad spot. Well, he can keep that one, I don't really care. I just want to pressure face.
Don't worry, the cavalry
Huge drop. Not attacking with something that has charge. I'm getting too accustomed with the charge mechanic. When your hero takes damage, okay.
Silly meatbag!
I'll do a little bit of board control here. Just a little bit. If this one is going to be annoying. I'll have to hit that point in time where
Giddy up!
I can get rid of that one.
For the crusade!
Cool. Isn't that more or less lethal? 3, 5, 10, 15, 17. I got it. 17. Yeah, now I got it. Just needed to get rid of both first. Come on. Hit that one. Hit that one. Finish it. There we go. So yeah, I made one mistake with the Argent Horse Rider, but he managed. He did a huge drop, putting that sheep down, which made me swing the game right back in my favor. But still, we managed to win perfectly fine.
Lunara!
So now I can actually go for.
The forest fights back.
Shimmer
Let
Fly
the
is not
hunt begin.
great, but if you hero powers on 2, that's something I'm perfectly fine with. So I can do 1 into a 2 into a 4 with Pine-sized Summoner, and if he manages to kill off the Summoner, then I can coin into the Burly Rockjaw. Something is happening. And now I can actually go into a 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4. Let's see if we can need it for something else. I think this is actually going to be fine. Because that challenges.
No stupid.
He probably needs to hero power in order to actually get something out of this. And then I can point size summoner. Maybe drop a Shimmer Fly and Argent Horse Rider on turn 3 instead.
What if?
Perfect. I'm pretty sure he does not have removal. Brings a Cat of Wrath, that would be a much better use.
Summoning portal open.
And then either I drop a big minion or I drop some initiative with the Shimmer Fly and Argent Horse Rider. I think I want to go for that game plan of actually me ducking and weaving behind the taunt and just pushing face right now. Because this one pretty much deals with the board and he needs a little bit more initiative to actually get through. And then I can still drop the minions.
I pack a big punch.
Ooh. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, some aggression, that's for sure. Question is if it's a Shimmer Fly and then the kill command, or I want to go for the Burly Rockjaw. Because that contests the board really well. And the next turn I can do what? A 5 mana? Because I can still, I just need the 3 damage. I can put the upgrade of the frame bot and a kill command out there. I have other ways to manage that as well. A bomb toss and an Argent Horse Rider is also really good. Makes my Unleash the Hounds somewhat better. Guess I want to do this. That should be quite awkward for him to deal with. I'm impressed with the aggressive decks that I'm encountering right now, because these are aggressive starts. And another buff. Wow. I guess it's not too great for my opponent because this is not really... I just have a little bit more value that I can take care of all this stuff, which is not something he's completely fond about. But we'll see. I need a freezing trap, something equivalent to that. There we go. I guess I can do a full drop. I'll do this first in order for it not to beat the Shimmer Fly.
Hunt alone.
Get rid of that one. Freezing trap. Hope he doesn't have an aggressive minion. I can't get rid of that anyway. And that's 10 mana. It's gonna go up to 12. 2 minions out there. He needs 10 mana to drop it.
For no my god.
Okay, pretty bad. Can you drop it
A
again?
wild miscalculation.
It's not a miscalculation, dude. That was kind of a miscalculation. But still, it is lethal unless I can squeeze out something. That something probably needs to be from this one because that's 10, 11. Discover secrets. Needs to be freezing trap. Just for me to get a chance. And then I'll do this.
A wild miscalculation.
I hunt alone.
He keeps stating that he's been miscalculating something. Well, if he punches in the giant first, then he did. If not, then...
For no
wait a minute. Nah, he's got it. No matter which way you go about it, he's got it.
I love the fire festival.
More aggressive than what I've managed to put together. Aggressive. On the coin, that's pretty good.
Rexa versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Spring rocket is pretty good. Hunter's mark, not so much. Explosive trap. And scavenging hyena. I think that's a little bit better later on. I think I want to try and push for one of my other twos, which are stronger. All one of my 1-drops. I'm keeping the 3 because I don't have that many 3-drops. Longbow. Such a... This is why you don't really want to go for it, because it's not going to do anything at all until that point in time. I want to push out this one in order to get a spring rocket live on the next turn. Doesn't really matter if he just hero powers, then that's fine. Then I can use my spring rockets.
Let me think.
But I do want to use my spring rocket on that one. Right. Which one is better? Argent Horse Rider, Spring Rocket. Well, Spring Rocket can go behind taunts and stuff. So I think the Argent Horse Rider is best here.
Don't worry,
And then
love.
the
The
Spring Rocket
cavalry's
is
here.
quite good in the next turn.
Coming through.
And I want to get rid of that one. I don't want him to be able to magnetize anything on that one.
Got something to hide?
Alright. So this is kind of make or break, right? If it revives it, then I'm still being challenged on the board.
Giddy up!
I think I need to get rid of it. Okay. This is just a random one. Cast a random paladin spell. It could be eye for an eye or something like that. If he does not get like a rush minion or whatever, then I just need to push face quickly.
It's time for a little blood.
Yeah, I don't need to be too concerned about that. I'll do this, see where we are.
Greetings from beyond the grave.
Well met.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of minions.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Okay, the Rush to Recycler is not going to do anything. He has a good trade, a 2-drop for a 5-drop there. Don't split a truck. And then Hero Power is something. And then Shimmerfly. Not then it's Don't split a truck. And then Kill Commander 3/3. Then he kind of needs to push on that one. I think that's a little bit better. I'm not too happy about it. It seems like all my opponents are a little bit quicker than I am. There's going to be the Rust Recycler and Shimmerfly most likely. Okay. Lackey is out. Too thrilled about dropping the Rusty Recycler here. Might need to though.
Fleshlings are so fragile.
Gladiator's longbow, that's going to be a lot of damage. And then need to draw into some more, but there's a chance.
To Northrend!
Really holding on to that money. 10 damage Cobra shot. That actually works. Right? Let's do this. There we go. There's probably gonna be a part of the shredder if I drop a 2.
Let me think.
I see he's concerned about explosive trap. This one is not a real big consideration, no matter which one get bounced back. If he attacks now, that's a mistake. Then he should have done that first. Thought the game went through and then attacked, if that was the case. There we go. So this one, if I just drop the Gladiator's longbow and go face instead of controlling the board, he will think it is explosive trap. And he might hit in with the tiger first, which I am not too sad about. I can also drop these two. I think that might even be better because he needs to drop in, and then it's going to be the 6-1 first, most likely. Or the 5-5 first, probably, in order to keep his 6-1 healthy. We actually played around it. There you go. Good on you. What now? Control the board.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Your rage sustains me.
I can get rid of that one. This probably needed. 11, 17, and he gets to get rid of that one and something else.
I wonder.
Oh, this is kind of an annoying spot to be in. Let's get rid of that one. See what we drop. Raptor. It's gonna be 12. I need to get rid of one more. This one.
I hunt alone.
Just the maximum amount of damage that we can get around.
Quickly.
Okay, I'm trying to think about a good Unleash the Hound's turn. But I guess it's correct that the hunter cannot go aggressive enough at the moment. 13 is not enough. We are getting close. Explosive trap would be kind of a mitigation plan there. Bomb toss. 612. It's not enough.
I
Nope.
wonder. I hunt alone.
Then he will have some really big math issues if he does not spot the lethal here. It's kind of a BM play most likely. Dude, seriously? He didn't spot the lethal or... Like, wow. Either... no, I'm not sure. Either he feels real confident in his powers or his abilities as a player, or he simply missed the lethal. That's why you shouldn't ever concede, because there are just chances that people miss out on something that is right in front of them. This time he gets it though. Remember to count each and every turn, at least when you're getting close to it. So, yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm on the coin. It's quite good.
Versus Jaina.
The upgradable frame bot into a glaive super.
Let the
That's
hunt
perfect.
begin.
Then I want to drop flag. And then the Henchline Hogstead is initiative. We'll push that one back, see if we can get something that's just a little bit better. We can't. Most likely it's still the frame bots. Nope. Because then I can bridge turn 3 into a fully rough draw. This one is a lot better.
Slippery.
Here I'll just push some damage though.
What is
I'll do this. Then I can choose to, if he pings and hits, Then I have a good Glaive turn. Maybe even a Hawk's Deep to accompany it.
Let the pain speak to me.
He can draw all the cards that he wants to. I'm not too concerned about that. I do think that I want to Glaive first to see what it hits. Or and then I can always drop the Hawksteed. Or I drop the Hawksteed and see what it hits. Particularly if it's a 3, then I can go there. No, I don't really care about that one. He can draw the cards that he wants to. I really want to hit the frame bot, so I'll do this. I'll use that one to trade with. And then I'll pull it into the bone.
Greetings from
And I'll just go base.
hunt alone. Job's done.
Next turn I can drop the 30 Rockjaw. Or a Hawksteed and something else. Probably get rid of it. Yeah. Oh, so mean. Perfect. That's fine. I'll just keep pushing face.
I comply.
Hunt alone.
May just have a hard time healing, and he's probably going to be incentivized to get rid of the Rockjaw, and then I can drop a War Gear on that one. He says, you trying to push for that one. He probably thinks that was the kind of the best choice, or the best random effect, but little does he know, this one is really going to hurt.
I comply.
And this is a beast together with a hyena, and then also a hero power. If he drops something with 2 health, if not, then we'll figure something else out. Maybe a Lost Horse Rider and hero power or something like that. But
You gotta be kidding me!
yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. Shooting Star. That's just fine. Okay, Hunter Spark. That's simply just a little bit too good. Getting rid of that one. Dropping that one. Gonna have lethal set up. Even he'll delay a turn if he has a flame strike, but I'll see how he actually gets back in the game here. Blizzard is a little bit more right? But same game plan. While I have a beast on the board, I'll do this. He has 3 turns until he's done for. And I have stuff with charge. I think it's fine. It's going for some taunts.
You win this one.
He didn't get it. So even though my last opponent, he drew cards, he had card advantage, all this kind of stuff, it doesn't really matter because you just want to finish him off first.
Let the hunt begin.
This is actually great because if I have all the high cost cards, when I do a shuffle back in the deck, those are not a possibility to draw. The 27 cards that I draw from does not include these. These are put aside And I draw 3 new cards. So there's no chance that I'll draw these when I shuffle them back. Hopefully I'll get something like my 1-drops or something like that. A little bit better. I want really want the minions, but I guess it will have to do. Doing something on 1 feels really bad when you're an aggressive deck.
I am ready.
Do a bomb toss on that one. Yeah. And the hero powers on 2, that's many times what you would want to do as a rogue either way. Your choose is not that much of a concern. Then the swarm boost is just fine. And he needs to re-dagger. I even have one of my 1-drops now. If he re-daggers now, he's using his turn 3 on that one. And that's something I'm perfectly happy about. There's a backstab. Yeah. That's too bad. But not much to do about that. I can drop this one, just protect my minions, and have a walkie on the next turn. Just makes it a little bit more awkward for him. Sap, alright. Then I can drop the Sentient again, and I'm in a room. It's probably gonna clear the O2. There you go. I'll drop it again. You can get rid of it. But then I have something to magnetize on.
Job done.
Deadly Poison? Oh, he's gonna go face? Alright. That's perfectly fine. You just go right on ahead.
Protocol 7.
Also going to go face. I don't think he realized that I was actually trying to play the aggressive deck here. Sabotage. Alright. Divine Shield
Don't
is
worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
going to be perfectly fine for me here. Just want to push a little bit more damage. And with this one, where he probably needs to swing in, an explosive trap, I'm getting there. Rogues are really good with single target removal. Not sure why he did that. He's probably have, if he wanted to go for the death rattle. Going to be interesting if that's actually enough. That one needs to play around stuff, which is good for me. He can decipher that it's not a freezing trap. I won't ever give him a 3/3 heal bot back. Not at all.
Ah, that's the stuff.
But this one, like a power shot, and the minions next to it. Right. That's definitely going there. Whatever he wants. I'll do this. Squeeze in the hero power. And then there's 3 turns left. Unless I actually draw a bomb toss, Glaive Suka, some of the other aggressive stuff that I have. Not too much of concern, because whatever I drop, he needs to deal with that right away. Versus right now, I actually have lethal,
Summoning for the
even though he doesn't know it, because I have the explosive trap. He does go for face.
smart moves.
There we go.
I concede.
Rexar versus Uther.
It's nice to make one of these
I will
bottom
fight
16%
with honor.
decks work.
Let the hunt begin.
Hey, where did the deck tracker go? I want to keep the 1-drops because if I draw 2-2-drops, I can do something on 1, on turn 2, and then on 3 as well. But I probably want to drop the sticky minion, the Mecharoo, on turn 1. Hey, where'd my deck tracker go? This one is repetitive damage. I guess I just want to push for it right now.
Hunt alone.
There's some annoying cards in there. If he drops the hero power, I guess that's fine. I'll do this because I get a little bit out of the inspire.
I
That's
hunt
really
alone.
annoying, this one. I'll get rid of it, and I'll put this and this one. Then the upgradable framebot is a viable alternative, together with a hero power, if I need to, or the burly, because I would definitely like to get a buff if he actually has a spell in. For instance, well, I'm not too sad about, I think. It doesn't serve much purpose to do anything specifically with that one, so I'll just drop the Burly Rockjaw, and then I'll just go face. So he can initiate the trades. Usually not the way that you want to go. And a concern here could be the Annoyer module, the 4-mana 2/4 with Divine Shield and Taunt. That's actually... that would be really bad, actually. Maybe I should have thought that one a little bit more through. Okay, he doesn't have it. Quite fortunate for me. Why on earth didn't he... what? He could have gotten rid of the Burly Rockjaw with that one. I am quite sure that is a misplay. I'll do this. See what I get. Discover a secret. And if I get a freezing, there we go. Now we need to bait it a little bit. So it will be an instant pick to pick Freezing Trap here, because he has a magnetized mech. But if I dwindle a little bit, just I didn't get the one, just trying to bluff him a little bit. Say, which one did I get? Which one should I choose? I didn't get the optimal one, because he knows just as well as me that the optimal trap here is Freezing Trap. And if I just wait until curve, or until this one, then there's a little bit of debating in that one. And I'll drop this one as well, because he's going to be more incentivized to get rid of that one than the other one. He should just have stayed there and not have done anything. So I guess the bait worked. So there's a bit of mind game in this as well. Whenever you're playing, it's not just picking the cards and doing what you think or see as the optimal plays. You have to do a little bit with the mind games as well.
Reporting for duty.
This one is probably fine. And that's kind of not game breaking, but close to anyway. He gets a little bit of a favorable trade here, but not much, not something I'm too concerned about. That's 9, 10, 11, 13. But this one... because then I'll probably get a 2-drop, and I have a Spring Rocket and the Hero Power. I think I'll just drop the minion here, and then just go face. Not too concerned about controlling the board. He doesn't have specifically have optimal trades. I think he did a kind of misplay, not trading into the early Rockjaw with the Annoyer module. But this one here, even with the initiative, I still present a very significant board. 4, 5, 6, 8 points of damage. So I have set up lethal for the next turn. Not this turn, but the turn after. And I might even get a bomb toss, and then it's just over with. 1 mana short. And because he can present a taunt, I'll use the Argent Horse Rider. Spring Rocket will be able to go together with the Hero Power to go behind the taunt. So he needs to heal up rather significantly here. Both heal up, present a taunt, and get rid of the board. Most likely he won't be able to do that. Consecration? Yeah, still not enough.
Let the pain
And
speak
that's
to
it.
me.
He's probably gonna concede. Giddy up.
Yacca versus
Okay, another paladin.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Well, first, so what I want to do here is that I present either a threat. I can get rid of whatever he drops on turn 1 or 2 with the Hawksteed, or I present a threat with the Trog. So initiative card and just a powerful 2-drop. I think that's fine. I would love to drop one of my 1-drops. I don't, but I get the Bomb Toss, which is then 2 initiative cards. Guess that is fine. But I need for him to have a slow start. Is that slow enough? Drop this one.
No stupid.
Because then a coin or another secret. That's fine.
Got something to hide?
Wow. I guess I can just drop the Spring Rocket and then go face. I'll do this. Eye for an eye. Not too much of a concern. He already has that. I will just invest 4 damage in face instead of this. He'll need to use that to trade into my minions anyway. Ooh. That's kind of a punish. Kind of a punish. That is a punish. This one is not doing enough, so I will drop these 2. I need to punch through that one now. To be fair, the Cork Hammer is definitely one of the highest win rate cards at all. So one of the best cards at all in the game. But at 5 wins, you're expected to go up against decks like this. But if he does not have a lot of healing, then I'm in a good spot either way. Could have been a better. I think it's a good choice that he does that for his part, because there is the consideration of the war gear. And I actually drew it. What do you know? Okay. Just this one, and then the explosive trap.
I hunt alone.
I'll play around the noble sacrifice. Right. Can't really affect this minion, so I just need to push face. Yeah. Not much to do about that. Guess the
City of mages.
Boss Tall Strider is not really that good here. But the explosive trap might be. He might want to ignore that one. He might not. It's good with the war gear.
What is my purpose?
I hunt alone.
He's down to 8. And then if I draw my Gladiator's longbow, and he is pretty much done for unless he gets some healings or taunts. He should probably hit into the 1/5 first. He gets rid of it anyway, but still. If it does not trade,
Answer
I
the
do have
call of the
lethal.
light.
If he doesn't... Wow! He doesn't see that as a threat. He wasn't expecting a war gear. He is going to regret that. When you're against an aggressive deck,
I comply.
remember to clear the board if you do have the option to.
Well played. Well.
We're getting towards the cap of what the deck can actually do. Just one thing though, against the Warlock, you are pretty favored because the Warlock hero power is concerned with damaging itself in order to gain card advantage and value. And your game plan when you have an aggressive hunter is just to pound your opponent's face. So he's doing something that supports your game plan. So I would really want to get my 2s. I'm coined into 2/2s. I have the coin right now. Or my 1-drops. You need a 1 or 2 with the Glaive Suka. Yeah, Gladiator Longbow isn't really it. So I can get a 3 or 2 now. Another Glaive Suka. I need to do something about that.
I hunt alone.
For now, the cat is out of the bag. I've already committed colors. I am an aggressive deck. If I drop a Glaive Suka and just pound face instead of saving it, it should be a huge tell for an experienced player.
Hop on! We're going for a ride!
Alright. Well, he can do a favorable trade there. I don't really care too much. Just trying to consider what to do here. I'm thinking about dropping the Pilot Shredder, and then I can do a Glaive Suka and upgradable Framebot on the next turn.
I wonder.
This one is going face. Just a question if I do clear the 2/2. I don't think so. I do have a bunch of damage in hand and a Hunter's Mark. So I just want to pressure face. And even if he clears by 4/3 and gets a 2/2 in there. Great. too scared about the taunt. I'll do this and drop the frame bot because I can't actually deal with that, and I might draw into my war gear.
I hunt alone.
Has so much damage in hand. If he just presents a white board and at least the hounds and a hunter's mark maybe, or at least the hounds just a hero power, will punish him so much. I think it's a good choice he's doing that, but still, it is just backbreaking for him, I think. Spring Rocket. Yeah, I'm still not too concerned. 1, 4, 5, 9, 5, 9. I guess we're getting to that point where it makes a lot of sense to do this. Still have a bunch of health left. I'm not concerned about. He needs to do all the trades. That's really what you want to go for as the aggressive deck. And if he manages to do something here, I can drop this Senjin and get the Hunter's Mark going. Explosion is fine. And then get rid of those two. I can still set up a 2-turn lethal. And just do this and hero power, then you won't be able to drop a lifesteal minion. I can just hero power on the next turn, he's done for. Doesn't have a taunt, I didn't present one. And the longbow is lethal.
I hunt alone.
Actually not too unhappy about the longbow. I'm doing good work. 7 wins. So I kind of hit the infinite mark. At least I get my investment back. So that's really good. But as you can see, it's really counterintuitive that as I did in the arena guide video, if you do have a regular arena deck, a mid-range deck, or even maybe something that's a little bit slower or control deck even, then you do not want to do what I'm actually doing. You want to make the favorable trades and slowly roll into a victory. I am completely ignoring, more or less ignoring my opponent's minions unless there's something I really need to take care of. If it's something that is completely daft, if I do not take care of it, I am just letting my opponent take care of the trades. And then that is good enough for me to actually squeeze out wins. The upgradable frame bot will be good with the Glaive here. Hopefully he's not presenting too much of a threat. Or maybe just like a 1-1. Then the frame bot will be just fine.
What is my purpose?
I might want to clear out that one.
Slippery.
There is a 2 mana +2/+2 Earthen Might. Is that part of the arena right now? I don't think so. No, it's not. So I'll just continue pressure here, and then I can drop with that board. I can drop a Senjin Shieldmaster. And if he manages to clear that one, then I can drop a Piloted Shredder. We'll see. Alright. Senjin Shieldmaster should take care of his board. And I have a good turn 5 with the War Gear. But he needs to trade in everything if I, after all, do this. And he's overloaded with 2. I remember it. Yeah, I mean, he has 2 mana. So he probably needs to trade in everything, and then I have a huge swing. 3 mana. He presents something, a power mace. Wow. Probably still gonna be dropping the war gear. Because Argent Horse Rider and Hunter's Mark is not really crazy enough. I think I need to do this.
I comply.
And then because if he hits into that one, he's going to take a lot of damage, and that's the game plan I'm going for anyway. Slush Slapper is not something I'm too scared about. Oh, he's going aggressive. Not sure you're aggressive enough. Does he have a mech? No. At least the hounds is gonna be quite awful for him. So Stone Split the Trog, he has like, what's that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 damage. Whereas I can present some damage here as well. 7, 14. Now it's I actually have lethal on the next turn, whereas he needs to find 8 more damage. And I can even push through some more stuff. And Unleash the Hounds is also another lethal opportunity. So let him take care of the trades, you just present the lethal. Ah, and there we are. Unfortunately, didn't play around the Bloodlust. Too bad. Not bad at all. Having a bottom 16% deck and managed to go 7 wins. That's perfectly fine by me. And this one was kind of on the edge anyway. Oh, right. Let's see the rewards. Let's scout out the pack. Some of the last Rise of Shadows packs. Still need a few epics. 2 rares. Pretty good. So Henchka and Hogsteed are perfectly fine. I've actually been starting to see this card in some constructed decks as well. Flightmaster not too good. An okay arena card. Violet Spellsword, horrible in standard, horrible in arena. Tunnel Blaster serves its purpose in arena. It's not played in standard at all. If you have a control deck, Tunnel Blaster can be fine. And Eager Underling. That's simply too slow. I haven't seen it work in neither constructed nor arena. But that's it. So I guess you could say this was another arena guide video, but specifically around trying to play an aggressive deck. Again, the hunter, the meta for the hunter in the game, trying to play an aggressive hunter is not really there, but we tried to squeeze it that way, and I think we actually managed to go a good way trying to get that. And when you're trying to build an aggressive deck, you don't have to concern yourself too much with tier scores. It's really curve, initiative, pressuring damage, and that's what we got out of the deck, and that's why we managed to go 7 wins. So if you like it, or if you disagree with the way I drafted an aggressive hunter, drop a comment. I would really like to hear. I'm also learning, so it's perfectly fine. If you got something out of it, leave a thumbs up. It really helps. And thanks for watching, guys.